Boom. Okay, here we go, guys. Another video, Vishnu Warrior from the playlist. This video, and of course, this playlist is designed for you to get better and learn lots of different ways of playing chess, different strategies and etc. Tactics, things that you should know, and you know, etc. Aren't the Duke and the Count Sesame Street characters? That's right. Is this game where they play the theater? Something like that. In fact, here it is, guys. This game right here, what we're looking at today, is putting pressure on the pin piece. 1858 in Paris. White was Paul Morphy, and black was Duke Karl Count Isouard, right? So this was played in France in 1858. This is a very legendary game. Legendary game, okay? Do you understand me, right? Does anyone know what I mean? It's legendary. Legendary, right? But what we're taking out of this, though, a lot of times, right, you remember the game. Think about it. If you heard of the Opera House game, that's what this is. Now, if this is an Opera House game, right, you remember a lot from it, but what is the concept you can actually take and use into your own games? Yes, you remember the game, but today we're going to be looking at putting pressure on the pin piece. So something that's pinned and etc. You're going to see it happen today. Here it is. E4, E5. It's a short game, 17 moves, so we're going to hop into the chat in a minute. E4, E5, Knight of 3, D6. Philidor. This is actually a very annoying opening to face sometimes as black. Now, last time I actually played against this, I did play Alexander Matros, International Master. I did cover that game, and I won in like 20 moves. International Master, went down. I played white, you know, so I don't recommend this with the black pieces, but it is playable if you know what you're doing. It is playable. So with that being said, of course, D4. This is the usual move that you play in many cases of the D4 stuff, playing Knight C3, Bishop C4. There's a lot of things you can do. A lot of things you can do here, right? The reverse French defense. Yeah, I guess, right? The reverse, right? Yeah, well, Bishop G4. So Bishop G4 did happen here, NJ. Right, so Bishop G4, this is not the best move at all. I'm already going to try to provoke you or do anything else that I can. I can take on E5. This is ugly. This is not a good move to make. In fact, if you do play the Philidor, moves to make here are even Knight F6 is one. I've actually faced this against Jacobian, actually, in 2014, playing him over the board. Knight F6 is one. You also have Knight to D7, which is another move. Knight D7 is one move you could capture right now, followed by Knight C6. I think that's about it. There's really no other moves you would play here. Bishop G4 is not like that good at all. Queen E7 is extremely strange, LHA. If you play Queen E7, I'm probably going to look at you. I'm going to stare at you very uncomfortably when you move this piece, especially if it's over the board. I'm going to watch you play it. You're going to hit the clock, and I'm going to make a face. Bruh. And just look at you like, what's wrong with this man, bro? Like, somebody get your mans. Queen E7. You know what, bro? Go ahead, play Queen E7. Please play Queen E7. This is garbage in every way, shape, and form, right? Because the bishop, it blocks the bishop in. I mean, it's very bad. Very, very bad. You're going to have to play C6. I mean, I've seen this played before, but do not play this over the board. Maybe blitz games, and blitz anything is possible. Everything is possible and can be played. But in a real game, don't be playing Queen E7 here. Don't ever do it in your life. Yeah, face it. All right, come on, king side. Right. So that's not a move. So Bishop G4 was played. After Bishop G4, you want to force the issue by taking on E5. Forcing him to, if you want to keep your pawn, you're going to take on F3, giving me already the bishop pair. Voluntarily giving up the bishop pair on move 4 here, 3, is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And the bishop pair is an advantage. It's also an open position. But let's say we take on E5. If we take on E5, what do we do, chat? Pretty easy. You should already know this. Jeez, yo, Latinum with the 12 months? Is that a full year from Latinum? Yo, that's 12 months, bro. Thanks for the full year, man. I appreciate you. Love you, bro. Thanks for the 12 months. What do you do here, guys? What do you do? This should be simple. Queen takes queen, queen takes D8. I play this line 100 of the time. And with white or black, king side. With white or black. Trade queens. Big facts. Trade queens. Takes, then you take on E5 and we live. Thanks for the freebie. Appreciate the generosity. Thanks for the gumdrops. Start a new game. This is a free pawn for nothing. A center pawn as well. I'm hitting both of these. You have to move the bishop back. Like, this is terrible. This is terrible. You're just losing. You're just down a pawn for nothing. With that being said, after D takes E5, take on F3. It makes total sense to eliminate the knight so we can take on E5 comfortably. We take on F3. He takes on E5. And now it is white to move in this position. Now, if you've seen this game, you know, this is not for you to answer. This is for the people in the chat that have not seen this game, or if you're watching from home, wherever you are, you know, if you haven't seen this game, This is up to you to figure this out. This is white to move. What do you do? For white to move in this position. Very cool move for white. Pawn Morphy. What do you do? Axer says bishop c4. NJ has seen this game and he's just trolling by saying queen takes f7. He's blocking with his whole face. Don't follow him. Don't follow him at all. Bishop c4 from Basel. Queen f4. Okay. I think you mean queen f5, Tommy. I hope you mean queen f5. If you play queen f4, okay, I need you to go to chess.com, go to lessons, right? And I want you to do every single one in there, starting from the beginning, starting from how the pawns move. That's what I'm going to want you to do. Whose man's is this, right? Whose man's is this, right? White to move. Queen b3. Queen b3, bishop c4 from Super Saiyan GM. Bishop c4. So the move here actually is bishop to c4. Very nice move. Develop with tempo. I'm attacking f7 with mate and I'm castling. And I'm getting out the way. Have a nice day. Easy. Easy. Knight f6, right? Now I could castle, and castling a lot of times is what they say is a overrated move. Why? It's not really overrated. I've heard this before from GMs. But the reason being is you castle when you need to, not because you can, and you just, oh, I think I should castle. Like, that's a very bad way to think of things. You actually need to say, is there something better to do before castling? That's the question you ask. So in this position, is there something better to do than castling? It is white to move in this position. What do you do? Do we castle? Do we not? Queen b3 is a good move. Okay, how the pawns move, right? Yeah, sorry. Queen f6, more accurate than knight f6. I like the Maroczy Bine idea. Queen b3 from elevation. Like that question? There we go. Very nice. I hope you, oh yeah, hopefully it works for you, chess gamer. Queen b3, put pressure on f7. My favorite move of the game right here from NJ, bishop g6. That is not a move, Axer. You know the g6 square is right here. You know that, right? That's okay. That's okay. Bishop g5. Oh, okay. Very nice. That's better. h4 and h5 from LHA. g4, I like the aggression. I like the aggression of g4. In fact, here, make a threat. In fact, a double threat. This is why. Why are you giving up the bishop pair so early? Right? Think about that. Because if the bishop was on c8 and we still had our bishop, we wouldn't have to worry, oh snap, there are two pawns hanging. One where the rook is connected and a check is possible, and then we bring the rook to the file with a smile like this is GG. Pin everything up that you have. I can draw more arrows. I did go to the school of Hikaru and learn how to do that very nicely. It's going to be very nice and very bad here for the black pieces. In fact, bishop takes f7 is going to lead to mate immediately after the next move. So you have to do something. Black plays queen to e7 in this position, right? Saying go ahead, take on b7. Go ahead. Well, chat, would you take on b7? It is white to move. Would you take on b7? Would you take on b7? If not, then what move would you make? Basel's like, yep, give me those. Yes, sir. Oski Boy says no. Let's go. Queen e7 is the best move. I knew it. And GP says no. Phantom Master Clinching with the yes. Honestly, yeah, says Axer. It is the best move, but I don't do it because of the game, right? I would, but I am not Morphe, okay? Bishop f7, queen a4 from LHA. All right, chat, here it is. Here it is, right? So if you take on b7, you actually run into queen b4 check. So you thought you was getting away with this, but in fact, you are not. Queen b4, yikes. Now you have to trade, that's forced. And of course, yeah, you might be, you know, you're still fine here as white, but this is not what you wanted. You were just like doing better. You know, you trade when you're being attacked. So he wants to trade as quickly as possible. So instead of allowing him to trade, what do you do instead, chat? What do you do instead? Queen e7's butcher's move. Morphe is an artist. Knight c3, says J-Dub. J-Dub says knight c3. Bishop takes f7, queen b7 from elevation. I actually like that idea. Bishop takes f7 and queen b7 is actually a pretty nice thing. Now it looks like this here, and oops, please don't do that. Takes bishop c5. So, and after, you know, maybe checking, yeah, I think if you take, you might be getting in trouble. Weirdly enough, there's some pressure here. This check's nice, though. Maybe I can pick up the bishop, actually. No, I can't. I'll just take this. I mean, this could get nuts. This could get very nuts. But queen e7, a3 says Steve. What's up, Steve? A3 from Steve. Bishop takes f7, bishop e2. We got lots of moves here. Here it is, guys. Oski Boy, actually, I see it. And somebody else said knight c3 as well. That was, I think, J-Dub. J-Dub said knight c3. That's right. Knight c3 is the move. Right? Defending against queen b4. Now, queen b4, we just take on e6. No problems. So, he plays c6, defending. Perfect. I'm just about to defend. It's a very crazy game. Just watch what's about to happen. If I didn't know that was play, I'd castle. You castle. At castle was probably actually a really good move too. Watchful Prism, just getting out the way. Your bot is way too strong on chess.com. In fact, I think it's not strong enough. In fact, right? You know, I think it's just not strong enough. Right? But that's okay though. Thank you for the gift sub. If you ever need a guy, I'll play for you. Thanks, Mr. Jingles. Somebody gifted a sub to you. It could have been Watchful Prism, as he dropped 100 bomb today, like he lost his absolute mind in a good way. Thank you so much for the 100 again, bro. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. That's right. Yeah. He gifted the big boy subs. We play for a draw and done. Okay, yeah, that's gross. That's gross. I can't believe I even said that. So, oh yeah, we need another sub in there. That's a weird number we got there. Right. Mr. G5 pinning the piece will put pressure on the title of the video. Yeah, in fact, very nice. Put pressure on a pin piece, but this is not putting pressure. This is just pinning a piece. You haven't put any pressure on it yet. It's just pinning. Okay, so Bishop G5. So after Bishop G5, right, B5 happens. Now, here's where it's about to get nuts. Here's where it's about to get absolutely bananas in this position. Bruh. Oh, it's about to get crazy. It's white to move, chat. What do you do? What do you do? Especially if you've never seen this before. Definitely, I'm talking to you right now. What would you play in this position with white? Oski says knight takes b5. LHA says castle queenside. Castle queenside from Basel. We got 2 for castle queenside. Okay. Knight takes b5. Knight d5. And knights with an N, by the way. Not a K, because their king is for K. Bishop takes b5 and you suck. Yeah, you do, Phantom Mask. If you, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no doubt about it. And of course, we still love you, though. Knight takes b5, take the pawn. Okay, things going to follow. Bishop b5, bishop d4, meaning bishop d5. Knight takes b5. Lots to say here, chat. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Knight takes b5. Okay, so let's take a look. Right, so this move right here, castling, shoot. Okay. Okay. Yo. You're garbage. That is not a move, big fella. Castling queenside only looks right. It looks cool. That's not a move. Get the men off the board. I'm going to take those and I'm going to stare at you sideways. I'm about to stare at you sideways. I'm going to stare at you literally sideways. Bruh. It's not a move. It's not a move. I'm going to take those and I'm flexing real hard. Real hard flex on you. Real hard flex. Don't do it to yourself. This is a family channel. Let's go back. Let's go back. Castle queenside is not a move. It is not a move at all. Okay. Bishop takes b5. Okay, hold up. Bishop takes b5. That's straight. Yeah. You're garbage. In fact, it's not as worse as castling. Right. Bishop takes b5 can be a move. What you gonna take with the queen or the knight now? Maybe knight d5. There is some real pressure on black's position. But bishop takes b5 again is not the move. Here it is right here. In fact, what this man Paul Morphy did goes down in history. And I mean, this was in 1858, right? And all this time later, you know, Paul Morphy knew, like, they about to have me on the tube, YouTube. They about to have me on the tube, right? It's showing these boys how I went to work that day. I was feeling real nice. And he hit him with knight takes b5. And we live. Oh my goodness. Knight takes b5 and we live. That's a big boy move from a big fella. After knight takes b5, he says, all right, cool. You're going to have to show me, bro. C takes b5. We take back with check. He blocks. And now we get to the part of the game, or of today's analysis, where, of course, the title is putting pressure on the pin piece. Now, what they have in Chess Kids here, I'm actually a coach for the Chess Kids site as well. So I have a lot of kids. Believe it or not, bro, there's some, man, I got some very strong kids on the way up. I was with a student today. He probably like 10, maybe 10. He might be 11. Definitely not a teenager, nowhere near. But he like 1700 in puzzles. In fact, he beat it today. He like 1750 in puzzles. I think he like 1600 strength kid. Like, I'm like, bro, these kids ridiculous. We went through a lot of stuff today, though, right? But in Chess Kids, there's a title in there called PP on the PP. What it does, it reminds them putting pressure on the pin piece. That's what they say in Chess Kids. They got the little videos and all that stuff. And that's how the kids remember it. Putting pressure on the pin piece. Kids know this. Chess Kids. Big facts. No lie. I got many kids. I can ask them, hey, what's PP on PP? Oh, coach, let's put pressure on the put pressure on the pin piece. And they like, yo, I already know that, bro. Let's learn Zugzwang today, right? You know, because they really be trying to learn everything. With that being said, we're on that part. Put pressure on the pin piece. Sorry, chat. Let me fix my mic. Sorry for that. Technical mic difficulties. Okay. All right. Okay, Knighted. Don't do it to yourself. This is an Opera House game. That's right. So what do we do, chat? Castle queen side, castle queen side, castle queen side. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yes, it is. No, look, yeah. These cats, the Count and Duke, had no idea what was about to go down. They got a show, bro. Yes. Right. Putting pressure on the pin piece. How do you do it? How do you do it? And chat says castle queen side. You are 1,000% correct. What now? First off, what's pinned? Well, what's not pinned? Let's ask that question. What's not pinned? That's a better question to ask, because this is pinned, right? And then we put pressure on the pin piece. It's about to be a big boy party. So rook to d8 happens, right? Rook to d8, we need to defend. And now one of the best combinations you have ever seen in chess history happened right here. This was in 1858. Think about that. 1858, this went down. Okay, it's white to move. If you haven't seen it before, it's on you. It's on you right now. Following the footsteps of Paul Morphy. What do you do? Putting pressure on the pin piece. Remember that. Put pressure on the pin piece. Bishop takes d7 from Phantom Master Klendrick. Rook takes d7 from 9 Markey. Morphy finds the best way to activate his least active piece. Queen a4 from Elevation. EX d7. Queen d3, Queen a4. Rook takes d7, Rook d1, follow up from Super Saiyan GM. It does something crazy. I forgot though. Oh, you're right. Here we go. Here it is right here. Here it is. Y'all ready for it? Bam! Rook takes d7, hit that man across the face 2 times. Sheesh. Oh my goodness. Right? So you take with the knight, it's obvious. Come on now. Like, come on. Come on. This is a family channel. Like, get this off the board. You're not gonna take with the knight. You're not gonna take with the queen. If you do, you might as well resign. Like, you might as well resign. If you're going to take with your queen here, don't even do it. Just resign. Don't even do it. So, in fact, rook takes d7 is the move. Rook takes d7. We follow up with rook to d1. There it is. Right? There it is. Morphy was so much better than everyone. I know, right? It's incredible. It's me. Yeah. Exchange sack and swinging the other rook. And you're right. Rook to d1. Now we have more pressure. About to do the same thing. Again, putting pressure on the pin piece. Just because a piece is pinned, and think about this, right? Many of you would actually just take this, which is still winning, but I want you today to learn, and I want you to take this and start using it in your own games. Yes, it is pinned, but that doesn't mean that I have to take it right now. Yes, f6 is pinned, but that doesn't mean that I have to take it right now. What you do is, can I put pressure on it? And if you can, you look to try to do it. Rook to d1. Right, and then after queen e6, right? So you thought that this was a nice combo. Oh, you thought this was cool. Okay, clap it up for yourself, pat yourself on the back. You know, you thought this was nice, right? It is. It's cute. Okay, real cute. You know, but right here is actually the best part. This is the best part of the game. This is the absolute the best part you've ever seen. Right. This is what makes the game the most legendary. Is this sequence right here? White to move, what do? Pressure is better than the execution. Pressure. Right, looks at the bishop and bishop rook. Bishop f6. Okay, we have a bishop f6 there. We have bishop f6. We have rook d6. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. What are we taking? Feign. Queen a4. That is not a move. Let's go purple birds. Bishop takes f6 from knighted. Okay. See a rook. Stop it, NJ. Stop it right now. Don't say it. Do not finish that sentence. Bishop takes d7. Basel, silent f4. Let's go. Bishop takes d7, queen a4. Thank you for the follow. I love New York. You must love New York. Thanks for the follow. Here it is, chat. Here it is. This right here went down in history. Master Yoda out here. You already know. This went down in history. He took on d7, and he like, oh, I'm cooling. Oh, I'm good. I'm out the woods. I'm good, bro. And Morphy looks at him all crazy, right? You know, I can imagine how he looked at him. when he made this move, bro. Like when you did this, oh yeah, you knew the man was real, right? You knew that 1,000 years later, 20,000 years later, they gonna be talking about this game. They gonna be talking about this game. White to move, chat. What do you do? We got B8. I got see Queen B8, Queen B8. I love this. Bishop takes rook, gangster move. Nice Queen B8, Rook D8. White Queen B8. Here it is. Yep. In fact, hello Matt. What's up, bro? In fact, here it is, chat. That's exactly what he did, right? Right. This man played Queen B8. Jeez, big fella. Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. Queen B8. You thought the rest of the game was like, oh, he hitting him here, right? He taking hits to the face, punch, hit him there, taking the uppercut, still standing. And then he hit this man with a two-piece from the other side and knocked him into next century. Queen B8, knight takes B8, rook D8, mate, and we great. That's a big boy move. Wow. All of that came from putting pressure on the pin piece, right? Think about this. Always remember this. Always, always, always remember this. Put pressure on a pin piece. If it's pinned, you put pressure on it, right? Come back to it, right? All this pin action. You pinned up here, you pinned up here. We put pressure on him. They say pressure will bust pipes or make diamonds. And in this case, I mean, it did both. It did both. It busted up all the pipes he had over here and then made some diamonds for the mate. Right after castle queen side, we put some pressure on D7. Send him to heaven. Snaps, snaps. Rook D1, he's done. Hit that man with a move. Hit him with another one. Oh my goodness, get him off the board. Sheesh, that's ridiculous. Right, and that's just nuts, guys. Make sure you guys are paying attention to putting pressure on the pin piece. Know this game? That's right. That's legendary NFL saying, right? Is this where the crowd erupted and threw valuables on the table as a gift? Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can imagine back then how turned they was with this poetry in motion on chessboard. You know it, bro. You make these games come to life in a different way. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. Yo, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, though. Make sure you guys are watching the rest of them. So you get more and better at this game, obviously, right? But if you like the content, of course, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.